Excellent, excellent.
You ready?
I'm ready when you are, yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody.
That reminds me.
One day I'm going to not fall for that. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 22 of Screen Woven. Welcome back. Your hub for all things stories.
Hey.
I'm Chris, this is Daniel, and we are here to talk some movie news and opinions and mostly those two things with you. Another week with no big releases for us just yet. And by the way, forgive me, I am finishing up a cough drop here, but hopefully it's going to help us in the long run.
A lot of news, though. A lot
of news.
Oh, I was just kidding. Is there actually news?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I say that.
I was just being facetious.
It's, how do I put this? It's news for people like us.
Oh, yes, I see.
Like, it's more like mostly rumor.
Yeah.
But, for people like us that this is kind of what our whole thing is about, it's got to be news because we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are getting into a season where there's going to be some big releases, I think, that we're both interested in, I think. I know we've talked about Project Hail Mary on here. I'm not sure how actually excited you are for that or not.
Well, I'm less excited because of what you told me, that they pretty much already spoiled a huge thing in the trailer.
Well,
but I'm also in some ways more interested because when you explain the actual plot,
yeah,
I was like, the trailer didn't convey that at all. That sounds really cool.
I think it's going to be a very good movie, and I think I know what they're going to try and have the I guess twist for the climax of the movie. I think I know what they're going to have it be, what they're going to play up, since they're going ahead and revealing certain things in the trailer. Keeping it sort of vague just in case people haven't seen it or whatever. Highly recommend, if you have not seen the trailer, just don't watch it. Just take my word for it, or anyone else that maybe has read the book. Go see the movie. It's really good.
You've already seen it.
I haven't seen the movie, but I'm telling people, if you haven't seen the trailer, don't watch it. Just go see the movie. The movie will be good.
Okay, I got you.
I firmly believe it's going to be. First of all,
I was going to say, I thought it didn't come out yet.
Yeah, no, not yet. I think we got another maybe a couple months. I think it might be a quarter one 2026 release.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm mostly just saying because what you're talking about, we discussed my disappointment in the trailer, and now they've put out a new trailer that I think is going to be attached to Avatar: Fire and Ash. That shows even more of it, of the thing. It's of the same thing, but it shows more of it. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
But I get it. I understand. I think the studio's whole thing is we need a selling point on this.
But that's not a selling point. The thing that you described when you told me how the story actually begins, that's a selling point to me. I'm like, ooh, that's really interesting.
I agree, but visual for a visual medium like the movies, I think the studio's thing is we can hit a whole other target audience by just revealing that there's this one thing in the movie. There are certain people that are into a certain kind of movie. Yeah. Again, trying to keep it vague, but you know what I'm talking about. A certain kind of movie that might not would be interested in just hearing that it's a dude who goes to space and he can't remember anything and he's got to slowly regain his memory while trying to simultaneously save the world from a mysterious thing. That would hit certain target audiences, but when you've got that mixed with this other thing, you hit an even bigger group, potentially.
Potentially, but you also run the risk of alienating the people who loved that story to begin with. Maybe not alienating, but you know what I mean.
I mean,
the people who loved it and you're still interested.
I was going to say the people who loved it, that thing is still in that story.
That's
so,
fair. That's fair.
But I get what you're saying. I guess my thing is I disagree with how they cut the trailer. Some people might love it. I would be more interested to hear more people's thoughts, like Daniel, who have not read the book and their only experience would have been the trailer, to see their thoughts on it. Because to me, my thoughts on it don't matter, because you could have just put out a poster saying this movie's coming out and I would go see it because I've read the book and I enjoyed it. So
there you go.
But yeah, we'll see where it goes. I am still really looking forward to it. I mean, it helps that it's Ryan Gosling, who I love. I think he's one of the best like current actors. And
have you watched The Fall Guy yet?
No,
dude.
I wanted to the other night. Actually, I was thinking, and my wife and I ended up watching something else. Can't remember. That might have
The Rise Guy.
That might have been it. No, I think that might have been the night that I told you last episode where we just started watching Ace Ventura randomly.
Oh yeah.
It's hard for me to skip past a movie that I know I love, like especially if I haven't seen it in a long time. And I was scrolling Netflix or whatever it's on, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know this was back on here right now." And
That's
I was like,
fair.
It's been a long time since I've seen this.
I would really be shocked if you didn't love The Fall Guy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I would think so too. Mainly just again because I can't think of a movie with him in it, even ones that were maybe not as like well received generally, that I haven't liked. Like what's that one? Gangster. Gosh, what's it?
Drive?
I actually have not seen Drive.
Me neither.
This Gangster something, and I can't remember the name, but it was not like a huge movie. Like I doubt you've ever even heard of it. He's in it. Emma Stone's in it. That's it. I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, that's the first movie I ever saw him in.
I think me too. I can't remember. It's like a gangster movie. It's real stylized. It's very interesting.
You're not talking about The Nice Guys, are you?
No. It's Gangster something. I can't remember. Gangster Squad. I think it's called Gangster Squad.
I've never even heard of it.
And yeah, like it wasn't a huge. It had a pretty decent cast. Like I know him and Emma Stone were in it. I can't remember who else was in it. Because I remember being like, wow, that's kind of crazy. They did that movie together and then went and did La La Land. Two very different kinds of movies.
Yeah.
Actually, another one I haven't seen, and I really want to. But anyway, I love him. Everything I've seen with him in it, I've loved. I think he's got underrated range as an actor. And I that's one reason I'm really excited to see him in this role in particular, because this character, I can't remember his full name, but he displays a lot of range even in the book. Like there's some very, very tense, emotional moments, but he's also like, just because of who he is as a person, is he tries to take everything as it comes and just be like real laid back and kind of, funny, go with the flow. Like he just doesn't belong in this situation, but he gets shoehorned into it because of circumstance. And I just think it's really funny. But Andy Weir, the author, does just a really good job of writing protagonists in that way. Because that's the same way he wrote the lead in The Martian. He's, it's a terrifying situation. And the guy is just like really funny while he's going through it all. Like, and Matt Damon really did a good job bringing that to screen. So I'm hoping it's going to be as good as the book.
I could say he's Damon.
I guess you could. I feel like you'd regret it.
I can, from experience, I can tell you that's
I can vouch for that. Yeah, that's true. You do. Immediately, you do. No, but I don't think it will be as good as the book, but I'm hoping it'll be close, I guess is what I'm more trying to say. But I only brought that up because I know we've talked about it. I didn't know where you're at on it right now. I know you're probably not on the level I'm at for it, but are you looking forward to that one?
I think so, yeah. I think it'll be fun.
I feel like that's one I got to see in theater. Are you wanting to see that one in theaters?
Not in particular.
No.
I mean, I'm not against it. It's not like one where I'm like, I'm not going to go see that in theaters. But I'm also not like, I have to see it in theaters.
For me, it's just more like the scope of it. You know,
That's
it's
fair.
like a big space epic, and I just
Yeah.
feel like that one, and it's got a big movie star in it. Like I
Yeah.
feel like big epics with a big name attached. For the first time, you got to see that in theaters. And it's been, by the time that comes out, sorry, it'll have been a while since I think the last one we'll have seen even up to that point will have been Fantastic Four. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, okay.
Yep.
Which was summer, so.
We just recently rewatched it because it's on Disney Plus now.
I saw that. I want to rewatch that and Thunderbolts, but I want to wait and watch it with my parents. I need to get them caught up because I know for a fact as soon as Doomsday stuff starts coming out, they're gonna want to see it, and they're really behind. Like they're really behind the MCU ball. There was a time when they were actually pretty in the mix, like with it. They knew all the stuff.
And then they became adults.
No, this was, I was gonna say, this was like not that long ago. Actually, I had begged them for years to watch the Marvel movies, and they never, like they always. How do I explain this? My parents are the type where it's like they feel like they're gonna hate any movie. Any movie. Does not matter how you describe it, how you explain it. Their immediate assumption is they're not gonna like it. They're just not movie people. But like that's also a complete false narrative that they've created in their own head, because anytime you sit them down to watch anything, they get hooked immediately.
Yeah.
Like they actually love movies and shows and stuff, but they don't like the idea of sitting to start something. But if you can trick them into starting it, they love it. So back in 2016, it flooded real bad out here in South Carolina.
I think that was 2015.
Was it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, 2015.
Because I had just I had been in Austin for like less than a year.
Okay, maybe it was that.
Just less than a year.
And so everything flooded real bad out here, and everything got shut down for like the better part of a week. And we were stuck at home, and we had power and everything. Like our area was mostly okay. I mean, there were some worse parts, but it was mostly okay. But we were stuck at home, and so I told them, I was like, "Hey, we can't do anything else. I mean, we can't go anywhere." I was like, "Do y'all want to watch some of the Marvel movies?" So literally, over the course of like 2 or 3 days, I showed them everything from Iron Man. My gosh, I was blanking. All the way up to whatever the newest one was at the time. 2015. That might have been Winter Soldier, maybe. And kind of all in like preparation for whatever was about to come out. There was something about to come out that year, and they ended up coming with me to see Civil War in theaters, and they loved it. And after that, they didn't see another one in theaters for a while, I don't think, but they did go with my parents, my sister, my whole family went to go see No Way Home in theaters when it came out. They ended up getting really hyped for that one too. But
so you went out and saw it again, because you and I first saw it together, right?
Yeah.
That was the first time you saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it opening night.
Did your dad ever see Superman? The new Superman?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm interested to hear what he thinks about that and Fantastic Four, because both of those movies, because you said one of his gripes with comic book movies is they're too dark.
Yeah.
And both of those movies were much brighter and like hopeful and kind of quirky comic book style, you know? I'm interested to see what he thinks about those.
Well, honestly, even Thunderbolts, as heavy as some of the stuff it tackles, is actually a really hopeful movie in itself too.
It is.
Not the same way of what you're talking about.
Right, yeah. I mean, it definitely is. I love Thunderbolts, don't get me wrong. But even that has more like even just like the cinematography is a little more darker tone,
That's true.
a little grungier, which fits that movie. I'm not knocking it, but I understand like he likes the bright, hopeful comic book. The first comic books that came out were super colorful and bright, you know, and they were kind of quirky.
Speaking of which, I actually saw something when I was getting breakfast on the way here, scrolling through TikTok. Did you hear about the new Superman comic that sold, like, broke a record?
No.
There was some company.
They took Kryptonite out of the story, didn't they? I told him.
No, this is old. I don't even know if Kryptonite was a thing in this one.
Oh, well, then that's that makes my point even better.
This was Superman #1.
Wow. Like the
ever.
Very first Superman.
Someone found it in a closet in their house. And
it's just one comic book.
It's Superman #1, the first Superman like issue.
Oh, wow.
And they sent it off to get graded just to see like what condition it was in. And it came back the highest graded issue #1 of Superman in the world.
Wow.
And it sold for over $7.5 million at auction.
Gosh, man. And here we are trying so hard just to make
I know.
Make pennies.
Well, the funny thing about it too is that honestly, that's probably chump change compared to what you could maybe get for it on like the open market. Like whoever bought it for that could still turn a profit on that.
Yeah.
Like not only is it a very rare just piece of fictional like history to have, but on top of that, it's the best condition one in the world. Like there's not one known of yet that's better.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy.
It's super crazy.
But yeah, I just saw that today. I was like, oh my gosh, $7.5 million. Crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. I thought you were saying that a new comic line got released and it's been selling like crazy.
Yeah.
Like people...
Well, actually, that is also true. I don't know about record breaking, but have I told you about the absolute stuff going on in DC, or have you heard about it? I know sometimes you peek in the comic store, but you haven't heard about it?
No, I haven't.
So I don't know all the ins and outs, but it's a new thing they're doing right now. I don't know how many titles they have running in it, but I know by far the three top ones are Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Wonder Woman. And from what I've kind of gathered, it's Elseworld stories, as in like not in the mainline DC like comics universe. It's kind of alternate, I guess, reality or something to that effect. And it's Darkseid has placed each of these characters in like a different reality where their story is a lot different than how it is in like the mainline DC comics. And he like is trying to make them, I guess, essentially miserable. But I mean, of course, they're the heroes. They're going to come out on top. But the stories are crazy. I know the most about the Batman one because I actually have some of those. But I started looking into the Superman one. The Superman one is pretty nuts. He, like, the long and short of it is, he's still from Krypton, but his dad in this version from Krypton is not like a high up government official who's like trying to, warn the people of like this, that, or the, like he's just like a farmer, like the people in the normal Superman stuff from Earth. He's like that. He's like a working class dude, and they are not like super well respected. And anyway, Superman ends up coming to Earth, and he's got like a much different. First of all, he's younger in this comic. He's like maybe early 20s. And he's just got like a very different outlook on things than the normal Superman. He's a little more jaded. And he's all about like just freeing people. Like he's like going to these places where, do you know who Peacemaker is?
Mm-hmm.
In this storyline, there's a group called like the Peace Corps or something, and they're all peacemakers. Like they all look, I don't know if they're clones or what, I don't know, but they all look exactly like Peacemaker. They got the helmet and everything. And they're like a militaristic force that like forces people to do like really intense, dangerous labor. And Superman like comes in and frees them. Lois Lane is like a soldier in this, who tries to capture him, but of course like ends up like falling in love with him because it's Lois Lane.
Yeah.
And he's like, his cape is made out of like sentient red dust. It's very interesting. Like, it's very
That's
weird.
like Doctor Strange.
Kinda. It's actually crazier than that because his is like just a cape. Superman's like, it forms around him in different way. Like, it'll do different things and it like talks to him almost like a Jarvis and Iron Man kind of situation.
Weird.
It's super interesting. I was really enjoying watching the videos about it. I might try and get my hands on some of those issues as well. The Batman one, he's not rich. He's like a construction worker, but he still goes out to be Batman. And
he sucks at it because he doesn't have the money for the gear.
yeah, it's like really hard. He's just basically walking around with like a Stanley hammer and a nail gun.
He's got 2 cardboard ears on his head.
Actually, his suit is crazy. His bat emblem is like takes up this much of his. It's huge, and it actually detaches and becomes like a big battle axe. He's huge. He's huge, by the way. And everyone in the Absolute Batman line is just like massive. Like, they're yoked. It's crazy, and it's like way more brutal. And the villains he fights are like, there are so much jokes and memes and stuff going around the internet right now because the new issue coming out in December is going to introduce Absolute Joker.
Oh boy.
And he looks like a literal like monster from hell. Like he does not look like a mobster with a white face. He looks like an actual like demon. And people are like, Bruce, you don't got to do this. Like, Gotham's not worth it, man. Like people are literally on Twitter like, he's still just a regular guy, right? How is he going to fight that? Like, it is crazy what these villains look like.
You're good. Keep talking.
Oh, am I not?
Oh, right. Oh, does that pull your cord?
Yeah.
Darn. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's cool.
I was trying to think of a subtle way to do this.
You could just hit me. That would... Ah! Shut up! we gotta move the mic.
Let's try this. I'm trying to get you to talk more.
We're in a little bit different setup, guys.
Yeah, we're still growing pains.
Yeah, we're figuring things out.
I'm trying to get it so that it's more on the side of your mouth rather than, but I don't know how to do that right now without causing a big ruckus.
I need like the Britney Spears like headset.
Oh my gosh, is this it?
Yeah, that's him.
That's the absolute. That's not even a Joker.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy.
What in the world?
Yeah, that issue is gonna be. So it's already sold out of it. Yeah, dude, he's crazy.
What in
now,
the
that's
world?
alternate art, but
oh, okay, that's fair. I don't understand that.
That's him though.
Oh my gosh!
And those lines above his eyebrows, that's still part of his mouth. Like, Scott Snyder has come out and confirmed, like, there are still teeth up there.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's monstrous. He's monstrous.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I don't. Why? What's the point?
The running thing, and I'm not. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if this is just people joking or not, but the running thing is that Darkseid by far put Bruce Wayne in the worst reality because he hates him.
Interesting. I thought he hated Superman the most.
Well, he probably did, but like Batman humiliated him in a recent thing that happened
in the comics.
Yeah. And so the running, like, I don't know if it's a joke or theory. Yeah, he's huge, dude.
Well, okay, but you were saying a second ago, he's just a regular guy. How is he going to fight that? Look at him.
Well, right. People are just joking about it because, like, that thing looks like a demon. Like, it doesn't look like like Bane, for instance, when he's, like, roided up on the stuff, the Bane venom.
Yeah.
He's massive. Like, he's bigger. He holds Batman by his head and, like, yeah, like, he's huge. But like, he's still just a dude. He's big, but he's just a dude. But like, that is a monster. Like, that is a literal monster.
But he's Batman.
That's true.
It goes back to that thing you say about Batman, about how he's just pretty much stronger than Superman could ever dream to be.
In a way, he's got that plot armor, baby.
Plot armor. That should be the name of our show.
Plot armor.
Plot armor.
Changing
the name again, folks.
What is this, number 4 or 5?
I don't know. People who have been listening consistently probably haven't gone back as far as when we had 3 different names.
Probably not.
First, it was
that's a rat. No,
it was Once Upon a Podcast.
That was it.
That was the first episode.
Yeah.
And then the second time we had story time with Chris and Daniel.
Then it became Screenwoven.
Yeah.
I felt like there was another one in there, like even for like an episode or something. We tried something else before we went to Screenwoven.
I think you're out of your mind.
Yeah, I'm crazy. But yeah, that's like what's going on with the absolute stuff. It's pretty interesting. Like if you just look it up on YouTube and like look at what's happening, they're really good stories, and they are selling like crazy. Issue number 15 of Absolute Batman coming out in December, the one that's gonna show off the Joker for the first time, has already sold out everywhere.
Wow.
Like, and it hasn't even, like, the pre-sales, you will have to wait for a second or even third print run before you could ever get your hands on it.
Interesting.
Luckily, I have one.
What?
Yeah, I'm very happy about that.
Oh, that's cool. You can probably... Well, I won't say that on this podcast in case it's illegal.
What, sell it?
Well, if you're just going to say it...
I mean, that's not illegal. It's not. I wouldn't do it, but I'm not going to say I wouldn't. I'm not going to do it right now. If they become that valuable right off the rip, they're only going to... Having a first print run would only increase.
Unless it's a huge flop and everyone hates it.
That's true, too. That's very...
Because this might be your only chance to make money off of it.
Well, I mean, if it flops, it's going to flop when it comes out. Like, when people... they're either going to read it like, this is crazy, and this is one of the coolest things they've done in a while, or they're going to read it like, this is terrible, and I wouldn't... I'm sad I bought this.
I guess that's a good point.
So, it's either going to immediately tank, like, I won't have a chance to sell it, or it will only go up.
That's true.
Pretty much its only options, so...
By the time you're 80, you can sell it for, like, $2 million, and that'll be like...
Or, like, 7.5.
Oh, boy!
Yeah, I don't know about
Dude, I
that.
wonder how much, like, when we're 80, the original comics are going to be, like, over 100 years old. They're already close. No, they're, like, 60.
I mean, that's close.
It is close, yeah. But can you imagine how much money those comics are going to be worth?
I really can't.
That's like us in the early 2000s buying something from 1900.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
well,
I say early 2000s because we grew up then.
Mm-hmm. Well, and to me, the difference is a lot of those older antiques and stuff that we would have bought back then, like, I don't see them still appreciating. I think comics will. Actually, a friend of mine had a very interesting thing we were talking about the other day, where we were just talking about, like, the state of the world and all this stuff, and not going to get too deep into it. I know we try not to get overly political on here, but just basically, venting concerns and this and that and talking about the future.
And why you should vote for it.
This podcast has been brought to you. No, but he had an interesting thing he said that I never thought of. Because my whole thing that I brought up was how we aren't a very industrial country like we used to be. We don't produce a lot over here like we used to, and I think overall that's been a not good thing. I think you should be able to offer something. We used to be big into all kinds of production. I currently still work in a factory, but even the factory I work in where we produce a product, like, it's not an American company.
Yeah.
So we got to talking about that, and his point of view that he brought up was that he thinks that at some point, probably in our lifetime, that this country is actually heading towards a second, I can't remember the word. Is it revolution?
Yeah, like an industrial revolution.
Right.
But
second,
technologically?
Kind of. His whole thing was that he thinks that since we as, like, a country have moved so far away from production as a whole, that our new revolution of that type would actually be like the arts.
Yeah.
That like America's like main export will eventually become things like comics, movies, things like that. And I was like, you know what? I've actually never thought about that. But like this country is one of the biggest like outputs of successful things in that realm. So it's a fair point.
This country is the reason arts got globalized in the way way it is currently. Like movies and stuff, like foreign films, they came to be because of Hollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely true.
So I thought that was a really interesting take. Sorry.
How dare you?
I know. I might need another cough drop if we take our halfway break.
Or I could just hit you again.
It might work. If you do it right in the throat, I might just stop breathing for a few minutes and it'll reset me.
Do you remember the Drake and Josh episode where Megan went on a date and they flipped out and then they got in a fight with her boyfriend? And at the very last scene, it's like almost like the end credit scene. They're like in casts and bruised and stuff. And Megan comes up and she's like, "That was sweet of you guys," and like gives him a kiss on the cheek. And
they went to the theater?
Yeah. Anyway, you said punch in the throat. I just remember that line is so funny to me. They're just sitting there after she kisses them because like it's Megan, and they're like, "Wow, that was so sweet." And then Josh starts like going like this, and Drake goes, "Dude, you're crying," and he goes, "He kicked me in the throat."
Gosh, that show was so good.
Yeah.
Of all these things getting comebacks and revivals and reboots, we can't get a Drake and Josh.
I know, man.
It's the one thing I'd want.
Dude, them as an adult show, that would be pretty funny.
It would be very funny. It would be. I was one of the people who was like rooting for an adult version of Ned's Declassified until that crew got together on their little podcast and were like ridiculous.
I know.
Like
so many things just went.
I was like, okay, I don't think I ever want to see you again, much less on a weekly show.
The amount of stuff they just share,
like
I'm like,
that by the way, no one asked for.
Yeah,
like, no one was like, hey, so like, what was going on backstage on the show and stuff? That girl who played Mose was crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see her like crash out because the Spider-Man stuff?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my gosh.
It's actually, I think, kind of sad. I think
it is sad, but it's crazy too.
Yeah, it's insane. To compare I mean, I know what she's trying to say, but she picked a really bad comparison. It's like Spider-Man can get 1 million reboots, but if you think Ned's Declassified can compare,
you think about it.
Look,
Spider-Man, Ned, it's like right there.
Look, this is coming from someone who was a massive Ned's fan growing up. Like that was one of
you kind of look like a coconut head.
That was rude, but but they that was probably like one of my top 3 shows of all time as a kid.
Yeah,
I loved that show. It was super funny.
It was a good one. That one was one that I actually enjoyed and found consistently funny. If not very weird. But Drake and Josh was by far the best. I can't think of a Nickelodeon show that
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay, I can't think of a live action Nickelodeon show that was better than Drake and Josh. And I'm going to be honest with you, depending on my mood, there were probably a lot of times I would have rather been watching Drake and Josh than Avatar.
Sure, yeah, they're two totally different genres.
Like, I mean, yeah, like if I'm in the mood for like crazy, martial arts, magic,
you're going to go to Drake and Josh.
I'm going to go to Drake and Josh,
right,
for sure. And if I want to see a little bald boy, I go watch Avatar.
There you go.
Or Charlie Brown. Or Caillou.
There you go. Neither of those were on Nickelodeon, so completely.
Caillou wasn't?
I don't think so.
I thought it was a Nick Jr.
Maybe it was. I never watched Nick Jr. I was too cool for that by the time Nick came around.
Oh.
No, that's not true. I watched Blues.
No, that's not true. I was not too cool for it, actually. That's a complete lie.
It totally is, actually, the more I think about it. I watched Blues Clues. I was obsessed with Blues Clues when I was 20 years old. I'm just kidding.
When I was 20 years old. I hated Blues Clues.
Really?
I don't know if I even ever liked it as a kid.
I don't know why I liked it so much, but I loved it. I had a blow-up chair like the big chair he has, and I had my own handy-dandy notebook.
Did you ever watch any like PBS, the shows when you were?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
No Sesame Street, no Teletubbies.
Oh, no, I hated those.
Barney.
No, hated those.
Dooley.
I don't even know what that is.
Dooley and Friends. An alien and a robot.
No. You know what?
How about Between the Lions?
Don't even know about that one.
That one's really good.
You still watch it today?
Yeah. Actually, I do because I have a 1-year-old and I show it to him.
That's fair. Do you know what show I was obsessed with when I was a little, though?
What?
Zaboombafoo. You remember
that was PBS.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's one show on PBS that I watched.
What about Reading Rainbow?
Don't know about it.
You don't know about Reading Rainbow?
No.
Oh my gosh. Butterfly in the sky.
All right, no one asked for it.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Between the Lions is really good. I think you would honestly really see the value in that one. It's very, very cool.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to make you watch 17 episodes. No, it was I enjoy it, but okay, one more. Okay. This was IPBS.
Okay.
Bear in the Big Blue House.
I don't know anything about it.
That one's a Disney one. It's really cute. We were showing my son that one the other day.
My daughter likes to watch Little Bear a lot.
We tried Little Bear, but I think we tried it like too early. He just was bored.
Yeah.
I like that though because it's very slow, calm show.
And the colors are kind of muted.
Very muted. Yeah, it's not a lot being thrown at them. So I like that. We're probably going to try that one again now that he's a little older, but we haven't. I liked Little Bear though growing up. That one was a good one. Coco Melon?
Don't know anything about it.
That was more of a joke. That's a new one.
Oh, I don't know anything about it.
That's like, there's been basically like studies done on that one about like how poorly it affects kids' behavior and like mental capacity and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like we were just talking about Little Bear. Think like the exact opposite. Think about if there was someone just vomiting colors on a screen and screaming the most like annoying, incessant, repetitive songs. Coco Melon.
Wow.
So back to like...
So Coco Melon sings country music?
Yeah. You know how they vomit colors and... Yeah.
Well, you just said something about horrible songs or something.
Well, you like country.
Did you really think that?
Yeah.
No, dude. I've never liked country.
But you play guitar.
I don't even know how to respond to it. Do you know how many genres are played on the guitar? There's pop punk, which is probably my favorite. There's rock. There's pop. There's pop rock. There's pop and rock.
These all sound like the same two genres just mixed together. There's pop. There's runk. There's pronk.
So anyways, yeah, that was the joke. But
I mean, I just thought that because you play guitar.
Jazz.
You've lived in Texas. You've lived in Nashville.
Those are much more better points. Those points make it sound like maybe he likes country. But no, I hate country music.
Interesting. Even if I didn't think you loved it, I wouldn't have guessed you hate it.
Yeah, I pretty much despise country music. There's not a single... There was one dude, I went to this writers round, or not writers round, it was this writers group in Nashville, songwriters, and they would have people who wrote hit songs come in and talk to him. And this one guy who wrote this big country song called Suds in the Bucket came in. His name's Billy Montana, and he told his story about how he, came to be a songwriter and how that song, how, he played that song, and hearing him talk about it and stuff made me kind of like the song a little bit, just hearing the backstory. And he was a really cool dude, and he was very, very talented. But yeah, I mean, just as a genre, I just don't like to listen to it. I don't like the banjos. The banjos.
I don't like the banjos. You sure you don't like country?
I mean, I don't despise the banjo as an instrument necessarily, but just the way it's used in country, the strings, the way they're used, and the talking about beer and boats and fishing.
I will say I am more of a fan of older country than newer country.
Yeah, I love Johnny Cash, for instance.
Like pop country. I'm not a fan of it as much. But like older, like there's so many country songs that tell a story. And I like those.
I mean, I get that. I know a lot of people who like that, but I've listened to those country songs and they're always just kind of like lost on me. There's probably I could probably explain a few reasons why I hate country music when we're not on the podcast that would make it make more sense for you.
That's fair.
There's probably some psychological reasons too.
That's fair. Okay. Well, back to actual movie stuff. I don't know how we even got on that.
I don't know either.
PBS and country music and whatever. We're like talking about my childhood now.
Do you know what movie we haven't talked about on this podcast that I'm actually really looking forward to? The new David movie that Angel Studios is putting out.
I have seen trailers for that. I have not seen the movie. I don't know if it's even out. But...
No, it's not out. It's coming out December 19th.
Okay.
It's I might go see it in theaters. I might get someone to watch Evangeline. Evangeline has listened to all the songs because they put out all the songs for the movie and the videos from them. She knows them all. Like she can sing them almost all word for word. She's only 2. I mean, she's obsessed with the songs, and they're actually kind of good songs too.
That's cute.
Yeah, and it just looks really good.
My son is obsessed with a song from a group called Listener Kids. They do a lot of stuff on YouTube. They have a channel, and it's like all like they're kind of more upbeat versions of a lot of Christian songs. And they have one on there called Little David, Play on Your Harp. And he is obsessed with that song.
That's nice.
So anytime we're scrolling through to like put on like background, like I play a lot of like coffee shop jazz stuff, like just in the background at the house just to have some noise. And anytime we're like scrolling and that pops up he goes, they did. I'm like, what? Can't hear you. And jazz.
Yeah, I'm pretty sick of hearing the David songs at this point too.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, man. Look, we've played this a lot. I can sing it, and I don't like listen to it. That's how much it's ingrained in me.
Is it hard to get him to try to listen to new stuff once he latches onto something?
Kinda. I mean, I say that. Not real. Like he'll listen. He just loves music. I don't know if Evangeline's the same way.
Yeah, she does.
Ezra just loves music, but yes, once he gets one he likes, he does like to hear that one a lot.
Yeah. It's hard for me to play anything else. She'll go in these phases where she was really into like some like songs, and then I'll try to play something else in the car, and she'll be like, "No, I want the David songs." And I'm like,
"Please, anything but that. Country? You want some country?"
That was really good.
Oh man. No, we just kind of, I guess, I try not to get too like bent out of shape about it, because like I think about it and I'm like, okay, yeah, he does this, but my grown adult wife fusses at grown adult me because I rewatch the same movies over and over and over. She gets really tired of it. I'm a comfort movie guy. So if we're just like sitting doing nothing and I'm like, hey, you just want to like watch something? She'll be like, yeah, sure. But she never has like a suggestion of what to watch. So I'm just like scrolling endlessly unless I pick something. But my pick is going to be like The Nice Guys or Ocean's 11 or Knives Out, all of which would be for like the 100th time.
Yeah.
And she's like, we're not watching this again. I'm like, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's my dated.
Okay. Then you pick!
Pick something. It's not that easy. What do you want?
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Also one I could put on for the 100th time. I love that movie.
We won't get in that discussion because you got some news. We haven't gotten into the news at all. We're almost an hour in, I think.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not like a lot of news, and some of it's not even news. It's rumors.
It's olds.
It's olds. But we're gonna talk about it as if it is news, because that's what we do here. One thing that has, I think, pretty much been confirmed that I'm interested to get your opinion on.
I hate it.
All right, moving on. Sadie Sink. You familiar?
Oh, that's been confirmed.
From what I've heard,
Whoa.
like official accounts, like not just the ones that do scoops.
Yeah.
Official accounts were reporting that Sadie Sink is in Avengers Doomsday.
But that's all that's been confirmed.
I still don't know if I've seen any of those accounts report that she's in Brand New Day.
Okay.
But I have seen them say she's in Doomsday.
Maybe she plays, because the original, there were two big theories about her. The first one was that she plays Peter's daughter, and like Tobey Maguire's daughter,
right?
Which is kind of sweet. The other rumor was that she was Gwen Stacy from another universe, like Spider-Gwen.
I don't know.
They were gonna
that
make
would
her hair
aggravate
blonde.
me.
Yeah, why would you pick a redhead just to turn her hair blonde to make her Gwen Stacy?
Yeah, and then leave Zendaya's hair brown to be MJ.
Yeah, that's another good point.
Especially because I've seen some mocked up like AI stuff of her with like red hair, and it actually would have looked really good. Like they totally could have done that.
Yeah.
And just didn't. And then you go get a redhead and like, by the way, here's Gwen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? No. I don't vibe with it. Your movie flops.
All right. It's not confirmed, Chris.
We said this is news. Yeah,
you need me to play some country for you?
Yeah, soothe me. Give me the beat, boys, a free. That's not country.
Yeah,
Is it? Oh, okay.
Wanna get lost in a rock and roll
and drift away.
I don't know. Maybe that's not country now. I feel like it was.
I felt like soft alternative rock.
Yeah. If it's sang with a country accent, I don't like it. But especially people who don't actually have a country accent, who don't have a southern accent, and then they just sing that way, that really drives me crazy.
I don't know if I've ever heard of anyone doing that.
Keith Urban, he's Australian. Did you not know that? See, like John Mayer, he has some songs that
you just hang on. Hang on, before you say anything else. You just blew my mind.
You didn't know that?
No. No.
Yeah, he's Australian.
What?
Yeah. There's a lot of country singers who don't talk that way.
Okay. Continue with your John Mayer point while I soak this in.
I was going to say, John Mayer and Keith Urban have done some stuff together before. I don't know if they actually recorded a song together, but I know they played live and stuff. John Mayer has some country elements in some of his songs that I kind of like, but he doesn't sing with that twang. He doesn't make it this like, he doesn't fall into the whole Southern country culture when it comes to that style of music. He just kind of uses the style to be his own thing. And that's what I like about it, or what I liked about it, about his stuff. Yeah, dude. Keith Urban is Australian.
You just blew my mind.
There's other country singers. I don't know. I can't name them right now, but there's other country singers out there who don't have an accent at all.
Oh my gosh! Next, you're gonna tell me Billy Ray Cyrus is like Scottish?
No. He's Chinese.
Oh my gosh! No, that's crazy. I really did not know that.
Miley Cyrus sang a little country. She doesn't really have a Southern accent.
She kind of does. It's not heavy, but she kind of does.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, so the Sadie Sink thing has been confirmed. I don't really know. That's kind of where I was going with that, what you brought up. I've heard the rumors. I don't really know what they're going to do with her. I'm interested because I think she's a good actress. But it's like, to what avail? You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, where are we going with this? Because if she's Gwen, I think that's weird, and I don't
think
love
so
it.
Too.
If she's Peter's daughter, then, I mean, we basically can expect to not see her again after Doomsday, because whatever they do with Toby, you gotta assume it's going to be wrapped up by the time Secret Wars is over.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him to death. I'd watch it. I'd watch him do it forever, but he's getting older. He always kind of had this thing about like not wanting to be pigeonholed in one character, one franchise or whatever. I don't see any storyline coming from his stuff that's going to be continued after Doomsday and or Secret Wars.
Yeah.
A lot of people think they're going to kill him.
They might.
Which, if they do, you're going to have a lot of mad people. Because, like, I think there's ways you could give him some finality without killing him off.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like a huge slap in the face.
I really hope she's not. I mean, it would be cool if she's Peter's daughter and she plays some kind of role in the story, but I don't want her to just be another spider person, because then we've talked about this before. Like, that gets annoying to me. It's like, if anyone can just become Spider-Man, then why doesn't everyone just do it? It's, I don't know. I don't like that. Maybe it's passed down through the genes now or something. I don't know, but that still seems a little silly.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
The only way they could do it is if she ends up in some kind of multiversal war and she gets, like, the same Miles Morales thing. She gets bit by a spider that was intended for her from a different universe. Like,
well, I don't think. I mean, in the comics, because Peter's DNA has the stuff in it, like, if she is his daughter, in the comics, she's, like, born with abilities because she's his daughter.
I don't like that.
So, like, as a baby, she's learning how to, like, they're, like, raising a baby with
she's
powers.
Like dangling.
Yeah, literally, yeah, like, she's dangling from the ceiling and stuff, sticking to it in comics. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I disagree with that point, but I don't really know what to say about it. I guess
because deep down you know that I'm right.
Well, like, anyone could be Iron Man, but no one ever gives him that. I mean, literally anyone could be Iron Man. You just put the suit on.
Sure, yeah, but it makes sense for that reason, because well, that's actually not even true, because Jeff Bridges made that whole point, is like, Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps, and you can't.
I'm not saying anyone can build the suit to the same, but I'm saying anyone could be Iron Man.
Yeah, but
you just put his suit on.
Well, sure, but to actually become Iron, I mean, you just got to guard the suit in that case. To actually become Iron Man, that had to be something only Tony Stark could really do. He did it in a unique way that only he could really do. But Spider-Man is just like, sure, they're going to have their own unique vibe with the venom or whatever, but or with their spider powers, but you just, if there's a radioactive spider going around biting people and making them all Spider-Man, it kind of makes the uniqueness of him being Spider-Man kind of wear off.
I guess. I mean, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know why that stuff doesn't bother me the same way.
I like things to be neat and orderly and make sense.
Well, they make it make sense if you read it. I mean, if you understand, like, if you read it and can comprehend it, it makes sense. But that doesn't mean you like it.
You mean like with Peter's daughter having powers?
Yeah, like, I mean, that makes sense logically. Like, even in a real life level, that makes sense. But you don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, that one's okay. It's better than just getting bit by a spider and now you have powers too. I mean, it does make more sense. I can let that one slide, but I still don't like it as much.
Well, fair. I guess
I like the idea that she gets her own powers somehow, some way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to hang up too much on that because I do have some other things, and I want to end on a little bit of an opinion segment.
Oh boy.
So
this happens so much. You'll save something for the end that you think is not that good, and it ends up being the biggest part of the conversation. So I'm really interested to hear what you have to say.
I don't think this is going to be that, to be fair.
You never think it's going to be that. Wow. The very last podcast we had, you were like, I didn't know this was going to be such a big thing. With the Quentin Tarantino thing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I didn't expect you to hate him.
You just never know what
you're going to say.
That's right.
Yeah, that's fair. I really honestly don't think, like, I think this is going to be interesting. I think you're going to have some input and some stuff to say. I don't think this is going to be something where we're like, dang, I wish we had done this at the beginning. So
famous last words, folks.
Very true. Okay. So let's talk about something else here.
Queso.
Yeah. When are we going to stop? When
we don't have to keep doing this podcast.
When is the madness going to end? When are we going to chill on the live action remakes?
Oh, yeah. I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
Dude, do me a favor, Daniel. I want you to Google, what year did Moana come out?
Oh yeah, it came out like 4 seconds ago, and they're doing a live action remake already. What year did Moana original come out? You can talk now.
This movie is
2016. That's actually a lot. That's 10 years ago.
By the time it comes out, it'll have been about 10 years, but still.
Yeah, I know. Still,
Little Mermaid had been out for like 30 when they made.
Well, Cinderella was the first one they did, right?
Yeah, and that one had been out for 50.
Yeah, it's like remaking a classic. You know,
like I mean, and not to mention, on top of that, let's throw in when they did Cinderella. How do I put this? When they did Cinderella, it was something new.
Yeah,
and they were trying it out. Heck, even the Beauty and the Beast, up to Beauty and the Beast, I was like, I see the value in these. By the time they got to Aladdin and Little Mermaid and Snow White and all these other ones, dude, no one is watching these.
Yeah, I know.
Lady and the Tramp didn't even go to theaters. It was a Disney Plus exclusive.
I didn't even know they did that.
Exactly. It dropped with Disney Plus. It was like one of the selling points of like, oh, this is going straight to Disney Plus when it drops. It's a live action Lady and the Tramp. Live action Mulan that's not even really Mulan. They took all the cool, fun elements of Mulan out and put out a war movie. When does it stop? and here, let me tell you why I'm mad. I'm not even that mad about the Moana one because, full disclosure, I could be honest. I could be unbiased. Trailer looks pretty good. But I've also told you, I don't even remember how many times that I've seen these live action trailers and I've been like, that actually looks really good. And then I go see the movie and I'm always disappointed.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying the movie has justified its own existence just because it has a good trailer. I'm not saying that. But the trailer does look good. I will give it that. It's easy to make a trailer look good, though. You could show off all the best parts of your movie, and in 2 minutes, you're selling a 2.5 hour thing.
Well, plus the primary point of the trailer is to sell the visuals and the theme and the kind of story. You're not really getting what the story is, which is the most important part of the movie.
Right. And also, with a trailer like this where we already have a version of that movie, you don't have to show too much of the movie. So therefore, you don't have to sell us on the acting. You don't have to sell us on your interpretation of the story. You don't have to sell us on, I mean, you do have to, like you said, visuals, but only certain visuals.
Yeah.
If you put put it like this, if I'm selling a car and I put a picture on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or whatever of the front, like, side view, like just the side of the fender and one tire, one wheel, and it's like immaculate, brand new shiny paint, brand new tire, brand new rim, and then you get there and that one piece of the car is all that's like that, and the rest of it is like rusty and junky and flat tires and broken windows. What good does that do you? It does you no good. You're getting a bad product. And that's my point is these trailers have so often convinced me that a bad product is not that bad.
Yeah.
So I don't buy it based on the trailer, but I will say the trailer, if I'm being unbiased, doesn't look that bad. But I'm not even mad about Moana. Do you know what I read the other day? Coming out attached to Avatar Fire and Ash. Avengers Doomsday trailer, Project Hail Mary trailer, okay, all these like expected. Oh, and what's this? Live action Cars remake?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Excuse me? What?
The other ridiculous thing is a lot of times the whole point of Pixar and Disney animation is that it's animated.
Thank you.
That's what makes it such a fun medium of storytelling.
We don't need a live action Toy Story.
Yeah.
We don't need a live action Cars.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I don't need a live action Inside Out.
Yeah.
There are certain things, dude. I can't believe I have to say this. I don't need a live action Zootopia, which I promise you is coming. I promise you that's coming. If they've done Lion King, they're going to do Zootopia.
Was that a Pixar?
What, Lion King?
No, Zootopia.
Yeah.
It was
Pixar? Disney Pixar. Yeah.
I knew Lion King was Disney, but I didn't know if Zootopia was Pixar or just Disney.
I don't know. It might be, but those confuse me because they like work together, but they're also their own things. I don't know who's all involved in what, but I'm calling it Pixar. I don't even care.
Yeah.
One way or the other, they're just as guilty. I'm telling you, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it at all, and I really, for the life of me, can't understand what a live action Cars would even begin to look like.
I know.
Who would find that appealing?
Yeah, I know.
Because I can tell you right now, they're not going to have giant eyes for windshields. So it's going to just be like real looking cars that you just like dub over them. What?
Yeah, I know, it's dumb. Well, I also just didn't like the premise for Cars in the first place.
Okay, you're crazy. That's a whole other thing. You're nuts.
It at least makes sense with animation, though. You know, it's fun with animation. But
what don't you like about Cars?
the cars that talk and are like basically people. I don't know. Something about the premise is just weird to me. It was an okay movie.
I mean, I think it's a cute movie. Don't get me wrong; it's not like my favorite, but like it's a good movie. I've always thought it was a good movie. Wow. Learning a lot about you through this podcast.
Plus, Owen Wilson is great.
Yeah, I mean, he's okay.
Yeah,
he's all right. I mean, I don't love him. He's good.
I like him a lot.
Is he like a favorite actor?
He's close to it. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of times if I see Owen Wilson in a movie when I'm scrolling, I'm interested. I want to check it out.
Wow,
he's got a fun vibe. Have you ever seen Shanghai Noon?
Mm-hmm.
What about the Shanghai Nights?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun duology. It's Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
Those are good movies.
I might have to check that out. I don't dislike him. I'm just a little shocked that you like him that much because he's not who I would picture you like really vibing with. you give me more of like Jim Carrey, like a crazy like Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, even Will Ferrell in Cleaner Things kind of vibe.
Yeah. I don't really like Will Ferrell as much. He's okay. I like him in Elf a lot. Elf is great. I mean,
yeah. Come on.
And Stranger Than Fiction. Well, actually, we even had this.
I was gonna say he's not that great in that movie.
He's if someone else had been in that role, that might have even been a better film.
I almost think it would have been.
Yeah.
To me, honest, I don't know if I said this in that episode or not, but even I feel like I had to have because this just immediately came to my head, and I have to think it did then too. To me, Steve Carell would have been.
Oh yeah,
better.
I don't think you did mention that.
He like that. He fits that.
Yeah,
he's got the businessy look, but he can pull off silly and stressed. Feel like I don't know.
I said Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He'd be good.
Yeah, but that's hard between him and Steve Carell because I could totally picture Steve Carell.
It depends on what you're going for.
That's true.
See, that right there would be very telling because that was another thing I think I told you about was like I was a little confused on like what tone they were going for, especially because Will Ferrell is the lead. I'm like, are you going for more of a comedy with some drama, or are you going for more of a drama with some comedy?
Yeah.
Because having Will Ferrell as the lead makes me think you're going more comedy with like a drama element, but like the story is pretty serious. I mean, it's pretty like heavy existential stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think if they were leaning more drama with some comedy, which is kind of what the story feels like, Joseph Gordon could do that really well.
It's true. But you know what I'm thinking of? You know the scene where he comes out and she's like, he's cursing the heavens in futility. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm cursing you. Yeah. Like I'm picturing Steve Carell doing that yell. It just automatically is funnier. Just thinking of him doing that.
He would have been good in that role, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, I don't want to be the grumpy old 30-year-old who's on here like
the grumpy year old.
The grumpy year old. I don't want to be that guy who's on here like these darn kids and their live action remakes. Like, I don't want to do that, but they're not good.
Yeah,
they're not good. Can we please stop going to see? Stop giving them money. Don't do it for your kids. Don't think you're like, oh, well, we're going to take our kids. We don't want to see it. But no, just don't. Don't go. Make them be like, oh, wow, absolutely no one went to see this. Maybe they're not that good. and we should put out good movies.
Well, but is that going to stop them? Because nobody's really going right now.
Enough people are going. I promise you. If you check the box office stuff, like it's not as much as it was, but enough people are still going.
That's kind of crazy to me.
I can promise you, a company that cares as much about money as Disney, the second they start consistently losing money on those, and I mean consistently, not just one, like not just Moana, and then we all go hate watch Cars to make fun of it, because I know people do that too.
Yeah.
Look at all the people that went and watched Minecraft as a joke, and then now it's getting a sequel. Because guess what? They don't care why you went and saw it. You went and saw it.
Yeah, and you paid them.
They got your money.
Yeah.
You're getting another one now. And guess what? You're all going to go watch that one too.
Yeah.
You're going to go in there, you're going to throw your popcorn around and act like idiots just for the meme, for the attention on the internet, and you're going to get a third one. Minecraft 3, The Mining.
And then they're going to be thinking like, we're making fun of this movie. Well, the CEO of Disney's just got his feet up smoking a big cigar.
I don't think that one's Disney, but whoever it is, yes, they're going to have, yes, they're going to be laughing all the way to the bank with your money.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of wanted to go see the Minecraft movie. Like, I was one of the people who was telling my friend group, like, we got to go see it because I know it's going to be bad. But then when I saw everyone else going to do it, I was like, never mind.
Well, I heard it was actually pretty good. Like, I heard that little kids who play Minecraft were like thrilled about it. That's what that's the stuff I was seeing.
I could be less critical of that. But if you go on the internet or went on the internet around the time that movie was out, all you saw were videos of theaters packed with teenage boys who were waiting for like the chicken jockey scene. And when it came on, they started going ballistic. They were throwing popcorn up in the it looked like the theater exploded.
Wow.
It became like a meme, and people were doing it everywhere.
Because they hated it? Because they thought it was dumb?
They thought it was funny. Like, there's a scene where they're like in a wrestling ring, and all of a sudden, it's a character from the game where it's a chicken.
I know what you're talking about. I just thought they were all excited when I saw
Right. They're doing it out. It's not like, well, I say it's not malicious. They know they're doing something wrong, but I don't think it was meant to be necessarily malicious. It was meant to be funny, but yeah, they're doing it like out of a joke. They're like making fun of it.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Vandalizing is not good, kids.
Yeah. What he
Popcorn
said.
is for eating, not throwing. Unless you're throwing it into your mouth or someone else's mouth.
It's barely for eating. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, I look.
Corn is not for popping to begin with.
Yeah. Corn is to be creamed or on the cob. I don't know, man. I saw that and I still can't believe it. Live action Cars. Like, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
But I have seen nothing to say that it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really dumb.
Anyway, moving on from that. I don't want to get too... I will rant on that. I will be saying the same thing over and over and over, so I'm going to move on. But I felt like I had something... Oh, Ryan Johnson, who is currently kind of in his roundings of promoting Wake Up Deadman, which is about to hit theaters for a few days. If you can see it, please go support it for that one weekend it's in theaters. If you don't, you will have to wait until December 12th, I think, to see it on Netflix.
Spend the money that you are going to spend on those dumb live-action remakes on Wake Up Deadman.
Yeah. Yeah, support a creative franchise that's actually trying to push a genre. Not that I'm like film broing you. I'm not that guy, but like come on. He was asked apparently what he thought about putting Benoit Blanc, Daniel Craig's character, in a Knives Out Muppet movie. And he said that while he does think it would kind of break the reality of like the world that Benoit Blanc lives in, because all these are kind of a shared world, he's just in different places. He said he's not like opposed to it. It would be like a funny, unique idea. I think if you could do it apart from like the main thing, like do it like on another way, like
it's its own universe,
right? Like separate it as plainly, cleanly, clearly as possible. Even if you do the whole shtick where he wakes up at the end and it was a dream kind of thing or something.
Sure, yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. That would be funny because the people who write the Muppet stuff have actually some really clever writing, both in like a funny way and like funny, clever, like tropey, which it really plays on the Knives Out thing really well. I would be interested to see him interact with the Muppet group.
We haven't had a new Muppets movie in a long time.
It's been a while, I think. Yeah,
and I like all their stuff.
They're really funny.
It's usually really clean. It's usually really goofy, just lighthearted, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah. So that was pretty easy. That's kind of what I was gonna be like. What are your thoughts on that? I honestly
was that the thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. We're not on the opinion piece.
Okay, all right.
No, you'll know because you'll want to talk about it for an hour. It's gonna be the coolest thing we talk about all the. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't think it's gonna be that big a deal. I just wanted your opinion on that.
You're gonna be like, what are your thoughts on toast with your breakfast?
Butter, no butter, jam, no jam.
Please don't tell me that you eat just dry toast without butter.
No.
Okay.
I'm not a psycho.
Well, you just said butter, no butter, as if that was an option.
I don't know what you do.
Who does that?
People who hate country.
Butter and salt goes on everything.
All right, Paula Dean. And okay, I guess lastly to finish up some of the movie news stuff. I sent you a trailer the other day.
Oh yeah.
For the new, speaking of Disney and Pixar, for the new Pixar film Hoppers.
Yeah.
Which you promptly told me looked like a healing pile of garbage.
Yeah.
Which you then edited to heaping.
I was hoping I edited it before you got to see it, but I guess not.
So
it's a pile of garbage, but it's healing.
It healed me, but it is bad. If that tells you how bad of a state I was in when I saw it, it healed me with how bad it was.
I thought, man, if it, at least I'm not the one making this movie. That's how it healed me. That was the joke. But
why'd you hate it?
Why did I hate it?
Mm-hmm.
It looks. First off, I'm so sick of this is an overdone trope in so many kids movies, and I'm so sick of it that people are evil because they because they control the animal kingdom, because they're the what's the apex predator, whatever it is. And it's like the bugs are like, humans squish us, we're going to squish them. Like it's teaching children to be guilty for squishing bugs. I mean, just ridiculous. Like I've seen that in so many kids movies and I'm so sick of it, and I could just see it felt like a big old propaganda machine. It didn't feel like a good movie. I mean, the idea that you can put a helmet on and like go into an animal's brain, that's kind of fun. But it looked like this huge propaganda thing to me.
Can I counterpoint?
No.
Okay. So anyway, no, but seriously, I mean, in the trailer, they do show that like the group that is like going that far kind of become the bad guys. Like they show the clip where the girl in, I guess it's like a gopher body or whatever, and then some of the other animals with her like jump in that dude's car and like lock him in there, and he's like, what the heck? And she starts using his phone to like type and tell him like, you're in trouble, we got to get like, clearly it's a more of a story of like, she goes to like interact, it's like this cool, magical, beautiful thing, then it obviously turns dark, and then she's got to like help the people. I mean, she's a human. She's just in an animal body.
Yeah, but she's going to learn, oh, we're too mean to the animals. That's what led on to them being this way. So we got to learn to work together. It's like, no, humans rule the world. That's the way it's meant to be. And animals are food and pets and for farms.
And sometimes both.
Yeah. I'm not for animal abuse. I'm not for mistreatment of animals. I think animals are great. We should care for them.
When did you change your mind on that?
Except for cats. You can just kill all those. But I hate cats.
Ooh, just lost half our listenership.
Oh, gosh. Well, then we just won over the other half in a way where they're going to be super fans and tell everyone,
That's
you got to listen to this cat-hating film review, guys.
They hate cats.
And love films.
He said they should kill all the cats.
There's this guy. Yeah. There's this guy I listened to. He was talking about the moral argument, and on a stage he was public speaking, and he was like for instance, if you're working, let's say you're working in the kitchen and your kid comes up behind you, you can't see him, and he says, "Mommy, can I kill this?" And you're gonna turn around, he's gonna have his hand closed. Like, what are you gonna say? He said, "Well, open your hand. I want to see what it is first." If it's a roach, you're gonna say, "Yeah, you can go ahead and kill that." If he opens his hand and it's a cat, you're gonna say, "Please kill it."
Wow.
Anyway,
I mean, I get that. I don't know.
It's done in every kid's movie. It's so often it's done that way. It was done that way in Happy Feet. It was done that way in other kids' movies. Think of it. What's a kids' movie with animals in it?
Back at the Barnyard.
Barnyard Party Animals?
Yeah.
I actually never saw that one. I saw the first part of it and didn't see anything else. But anyway, it's just this overdone thing of like, humans are bad because they are the apex predator, and we have to learn to treat animals like we all share the world. No, humans rule the world. That's the way it's meant to be. Animals are great, but they are subservient to humans. And that's
I feel like now I have to go see this movie to see if you're right. I have to go see this movie to see if you called the ending.
Yeah, it's going to be something along the lines of, well, they were wrong for taking it so far against the humans, but we also need to learn how to work together. That's going to be the message. No, we don't. Animals need to listen and obey.
So curious.
And submit.
Submit. Submit to my human fists.
No, you shouldn't punch an animal. I mean, unless you're like it's attacking you and trying to kill you.
Yeah, then hit away.
Yeah.
Unless it's a cat, then hit away anyway.
Yeah. Don't wait for it to attack you.
Yeah, you know it's gonna attack.
You see a cat, you kill it.
It's proactive. I saw a thing on TikTok where a guy had a bobcat for a pet.
That's a little extreme.
It's very extreme. That thing was mad, and it keeps like hissing at him, and it sounds like a monster.
Oh, don't worry about that. She's just playing around.
Ah, she's just playing.
Are you sure, man? She is like foaming at the mouth, and her claws are reaching through the cage.
That's her favorite place over there.
Yeah.
What happened to your finger? I lost it. Can't find it.
Usually I find them, but this time I just couldn't.
Okay. I knew we were going to talk about that today, but I didn't know you were going to be like. So I thought it was going to just be something more about like the trailer in general that you were like, nah, that didn't sell me. But it's going to be hard for me to, without seeing the movie, it's going to be hard for me to like, I guess convince or counterpoint, argue, debate, whatever.
It just had a vibe from the very beginning, and then as soon as I saw the animals thing, I was like, oh gosh, I know where this is going. But
Yeah.
It had a vibe from the very beginning that it's going to be a big old propaganda thing. It's not going to be a let's focus on the story, And I just hate stuff like that. I don't really want, me personally, I lean conservative, and we all have different views or whatever. I don't even want conservative movies. Like, I don't want people pushing political ideas. I want to go to a movie and just be entertained on the stuff we all agree on is fun and good, and let's just go have fun together. I just don't want any kind of agenda behind it, other than we love storytelling and we want to tell really great stories.
I agree.
That's why I like those Knives Out movies, and of course there was a few things in Knives Out.
I was gonna say there's some political stuff.
Yeah, that I didn't like.
But to be fair, it's on both ends.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, they kind of make it seem like, oh, see, we're showing both sides, but the message of the movie it was in favor of the left. But I don't think Glass Onion did that though.
Glass Onion, I don't remember being very political.
Yeah, there wasn't any political messaging in that one. And even in Knives Out, I still disagree with it. I wish they would have left it out. But it's still the main purpose of the movie was to sell a good murder mystery, and so I can let it.
To me,
slide.
all the political stuff I remember in the first Knives Out was more like humor than it was like genuine messaging.
Well, except the very end of the movie, it was like the undocumented person was actually the hero. Like that was kind of the setup, and all the people who disagreed with that were the evil bad guys who were rich and or at least not rich but greedy. They wanted all the money.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm not even saying what side you should believe on that. I'm just saying
You're saying that the movie
leave
showed it a certain way.
Yeah, and let's just leave it out. Leave that stuff out,
Fair enough. So I guess last piece here, this is the opinion piece.
Oh boy. All right.
So get ready. We're going into hour number 2.
I mean, my hands are really warm, actually. That was crazy.
They're smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking. Okay. I want to know, because we have the Doomsday trailer coming up.
Yes.
What do you think the trailer is going to be? Like, give me the Daniel cut of the Doomsday trailer.
Like what I would want?
Like, in your mind, what do you think it'll be? I mean, it could be what you want or what you like. I want to know. I guess I want to know 2 things. I do want to know what you want to see in it. But before you tell me that, before we get into like what I really want to see in it, I want to know like what your vision of the trailer is. Like, what do you actually think it's going to be? Like, from opening to this to this to this to this is how it closes.
Dude, I have no idea.
Really?
I just have no frame of reference. I mean, they've kept so much from us. The only things, I mean, if you're talking about this is how I want it to begin, middle, end, I don't know. I can tell you some little blips of things I'd like to see. Like, I would like to see Doom. I'd like to see him take off his mask, especially if he's got a jacked up face, but I highly doubt they're going to show that. I do think they probably are going to show him with his mask on. Just barely. They'll show a little bit of a glimpse. I would like to see a tease. I don't want to see the spoiler of the big characters that they're going to bring in the movie that we don't even know. But we have a pretty good idea. They're already bringing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in. So, a little tease at showing them, like maybe seeing Doom and being scared. Like, I'd like to see some of that. I want them to give us enough for us to be like, whoa, like they're really being ambitious here. That's the feeling I want to have when they're done with it. And, but other than that, I mean, I got no frame of reference. I don't know what they're doing with this movie. The only thing I know, and this isn't even necessarily confirmed, but it's pretty close to confirmed. The only thing I know is Doom is mad, and he's going to the house where Captain America and Peggy are to get revenge on him because of something he did when he returned the stones that messed up the timelines, and his family apparently died. So, yeah.
So, this is what I want.
Okay.
I want it to start. You see grass, and the camera like slowly pans up, and as it starts to hit like a walkway and then some steps, you start hearing the Peggy and Steve song, like that, the old timey, and then it's like you're standing like on the sidewalk in front of their little house, and all of a sudden, like the music starts to get like, it's the same song, but like in a creepy way, as you see like the hem of a green cape kind of come into the frame of camera, and you start seeing it like it stops right there and then moves forward, like walking through the yard, and then it cuts, it goes in the house, and you just see them like living life, doing whatever. I don't care. They could be like just laying down together, or like dancing, or eating breakfast, or I don't care. Just doing something in the house together. But like you're getting this eerie, intense build-up feeling, and it might cut here and there to a couple other things, like maybe some like frame of reference stuff from earlier movies, like showing Steve putting the stones back or something. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, while they're doing whatever, you just hear at the door, and the music stops, and you're like, oh my gosh, like it's about to go down. And then Steve like cautiously goes to the door and throws it open, and Loki is standing there.
Oh, Loki. Ooh.
And he's like, I need you to come with me right now. And you're like, oh my gosh, like completely throw everyone for a loop. And because I've heard rumors that Loki is putting together a team to defend the timeline.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
So he is trying to get his own Avengers team throughout time. And from there, I get, it would probably like cut and show like a bunch of different stuff. I would love a voiceover of Doom giving like a monologue or something just to like hear his voice. I don't know if they're going to do that or not. But the only other thing I want to see, other than like a cool fake out like that, like you said, I would love to see some glimpses of other universes. I would love to see like Toby like pull his Spider-Man mask off and be like looking up at the sky as like an incursion is taking place.
Oh, that would be sweet, yeah.
And him be like, what's going on? And then like, that's how we know we get him out of his world or whatever. And maybe Andrew maybe show some of the X-Men from that universe, since we know we're going to be there for a little bit. I want to see a glimpse of like what our people are doing right now. Like I want to see what the Thunderbolts are up to in this. I want to see what Fantastic Four, since both of those are our most recent movies and their post-credit scenes are our most recent frame of reference for like what's going on right now in the MCU as a whole. I want to see that. I felt like there was something else big. I don't know. Oh, but I will say this, how I think it's going to end is it's going to, do their normal thing where they like amp it up, amp it up, amp it up. Then the title shows. And then after the title, they have the little stinger scene. And I think that's just going to be where we get our first full glimpse of Doom, like slowly walking up into lighting in full costume. I like you. I don't think we're going to see his face in this trailer. But I just have this vision of them hyping up this like thing with Steve and Peggy, and like Doom is coming there because that's what the big rumor is, and that it ends up being Loki at the door with the green cape.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That's good. I think I can agree with most of that, but I don't care as much. I think I would like to see Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, but I don't care as much about that because I like the idea of leaving the big connections of, but then again, you talked about the Infinity War trailer when you were seeing Guardians working with the Avengers. Like, that was really exciting for you. So I get that. Yeah, like seeing the Fantastic Four and all three Spider-Men together or something. Like, that would be cool.
Like seeing Shang-Chi and Daredevil fighting someone.
Oh, dude, that would be sweet.
Like, oh man, dude.
Or Spider-Man and Daredevil.
Yeah.
Which we're probably going to get that in Born Again 2 anyway.
Did you hear Punisher's not coming back for that?
No.
Because he's doing his own thing or whatever, and he's in Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's in Spider-Man, but that's probably going to tie into Born Again.
I hope
they're probably going to set it up before Brand New Day, where it's like, ooh.
But yeah, so that's like I said, I knew that. I kind of figured that wasn't going to take too long. I just wanted to know what you think's going to be in it, what you want to see in it, just because I'm getting really excited. And I think by the time we do our next episode, it'll either be out or almost out. When does Avatar come out? Do you know?
I don't know.
Thought you were like looking forward to it.
That's a good one. I'm just trying to fill up space while you look up for it. While you look it up.
Let's see.
And I can't laugh that long.
Dude.
What?
Avatar Fire and Ash comes out on the 19th, which is 2 episodes from now. It'll be the day we do
2 episodes from now?
For us.
Oh.
The day we meet up to do, not the next episode, but the next one will be the day the trailer comes out.
Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness.
Let the countdown begin.
Yeah. Dude, next year is going to be crazy for movies.
Yeah, we're going to have to save up.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get you some tickets from Michelin or something.
It's going to be, well, there's Born Again 2, which isn't a movie, but that's going to be, I think, really important.
Yeah.
Then there's Brand New Day, and then there's Doomsday, and I feel like there's more, right?
Project Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah, Project Hail Mary.
I think you and I are both more optimistic than we thought about Toy Story 5. I know I am.
No, I feel the same way. That what you showed me wasn't a shock to me because I had read something about that already.
Oh, okay. I had not.
Yeah.
And I will say, like I told you in the text, I still think they ruined it by not ending it with 3. But if you're going to have 4 in there, I'm okay with a 5th one at this point because it can't get worse. As a matter of fact, it almost looks like they're like retroactively moving around 4, because in 4 Woody's not with the toys anymore, and then in this trailer for the 5th one he is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be something that gets them back together.
Right, like it's like they're retconning it to like be like, forget that.
Do you know what I think they're going to do though? Because the whole premise of the movie is like technology is pushing out old toys and kids don't want to play with toys anymore. I think they're probably going to make it worse. Like you said, it can't get worse. I think they're probably going to end up, Buzz and them are just all going to be lost toys with Bo Peep, and they're going to live happily without getting played with anymore. That's what I think they're setting it up for.
Dude, why do they waste their time on this when they could be making an Incredibles 3?
Really?
I'd much rather have an Incredibles 3 than a Toy Story 5.
But
not only was Incredibles 1 one of my favorite movies.
I love the first one.
The second one, to me, was not a good enough place to leave it off. Like,
they should have just left it at 1.
I'm going to tell you this. There is a lot of, like, lore in those movies that people have dug into that I think if they did it right, they could make one of the best Pixar movies ever with Incredibles 3. Because there's a lot of stuff. There's like a hero in the first movie who you never meet. He's dead in the first movie, but...
Gazer Beam?
Yes. I think so.
Yeah.
And there's like a huge thing that like, he's Jack from the future.
Oh.
And there's like
that's really cool.
A lot of evidence to support that.
Okay, well then I'd like an Incredibles 3, please.
And it would be like the family fighting Jack.
Oh my gosh,
like,
dude.
It would be heartbreaking. It would be amazing. It would be epic. I need a good Incredibles 3. I don't care about Incredibles 2. I'll just watch 1 and 3 forever. I don't care. But I need a third one. I'd much rather have a third Incredible. I'd rather have a mediocre third Incredibles than a Toy Story 4 or possibly 5. I'm like I told you, I'm not in the same place as you are on 5. I disliked 4 so much that I'm okay with having a different ending spot.
Well, I agree with that statement. I just don't trust they're going to end it better.
Well, that's even all the more reason I'm actually excited for it, because I think that'll make for a very fun debate. Because I feel like...
Well, it won't be a debate if they do end it well.
I feel like it would be a debate if it ends the series better, which would mean I like it. I'm okay with it. But like the movie itself, you don't agree with. I think it would make it a good discussion.
I don't think there's anything I'm going to disagree with on it. I'm saying I think the way they're going to end the story, I don't trust that it's going to be good.
Oh.
Like I think they're going to end up doing like you know how Woody left and it was actually kind of sad at the end of 4? I think they're going to be like all the toys are going to leave and it's going to be really sad.
I have a different theory.
What's your theory?
I think Andy gets a son and he comes back to Bonnie to get his toys to hand down to his son.
Oh, and he's like super crunchy and doesn't like technology?
I don't know about that, but they at least have sentimental value to him.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be anti-technology to have sentimental value in your old toys.
That's a good theory. If they do that, I'll probably like the movie.
And see, to me, right there, leave it alone.
Yes, please.
If you stick the landing by having Andy come back, he has a son, he met a college sweetheart, they fell in love, they have a son or a daughter, whatever. Come back, get his toys, hand them down to his kid, and then the toys still get to be with Andy. You know,
yeah.
But
I like that.
That would be. I would love that.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, it still probably wouldn't be quite as good as 3.
Yeah, I mean 3 was beautiful.
Like it would be poetic in the sense that it's full circle, like it ends back with Andy, which would be cool. But 3, for what it was and when it did it, I think was like, dude, like you can't top that.
Yeah.
You really can't top that.
I know. When I heard they were making 4, I was just like, why? What? Yeah. It ended so well in 3. Oh my gosh, it makes me so mad.
But regardless, I mean, to your point, next year is going to be stacked. Next year is going to be really stacked.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think that's all I got for today, man.
Well, that's a shame because I got a whole lot, and we didn't get to any of it.
Dang. All right, let's start over.
No, literally the only thing I wanted to ask you about was David. Are you going to see the David movie in theaters?
I didn't know it was coming to theaters.
Yeah, December 19th.
But I wouldn't mind. Same day as the...
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing it and talk about it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it looks really good. Have you looked up the songs and stuff?
I didn't know when you were telling me all that. I didn't know those were out.
Yeah, all the songs from the movie are out, and it's like it looks really good. They Phil Wickham.
Mm-mm.
Do you know the songs like "This Is Amazing Grace" or that's Phil Wickham. He plays older David.
Oh, okay.
And there's a guy who's actually I think from Disney who plays young David.
I thought Oscar Isaac was playing him.
Mm-mm. Brandon Erngman or something like that. But yeah, it's gonna be stacked. I think this Doomsday trailer is gonna be a great precursor to.
Yeah. He's going to be so good. It's going to be peak.
Yeah. Wake Up Deadman and then Doomsday trailer are a good way to end the year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I do have another question for you. This won't take long, but I know I said we weren't going to talk about it, but I have to know.
Okay.
You said you got to watch one episode of One Piece.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think? I
liked it. I wasn't like crazy about it. For one, I didn't get to watch the whole episode.
Oh.
So, yeah, but it's very unique, and they did a really good job. Like, I'm not super crazy about it. I'm not sold, but I'm intrigued to keep watching more. Because one of the things I loved about it is they did this way better than either live action Avatar: The Last Airbender. But they somehow made it feel like an anime thing with like the shots they chose and the expressions of the actors and stuff. It feels like anime, just real people. Yeah. It's pretty incredible how they did it.
Yeah.
And like the part where she shoots him and then like the bullet goes in his chest and boom. Like it's super wacky. It's funny.
Very wacky.
And it's unique. I like the idea a lot.
I am anxiously awaiting season 2.
Also the I don't remember his name. This like the because he gets on that boat. What's the main character's name? Luffy?
Monkey D. Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy. He gets on. He meets
Kobe.
Kobe? Is it the kind of blonde?
The anxious, like purpley, pink-haired.
I think it's purple, yeah. All I remember is the way it was parted, the glasses, and his expression on his face. I was like, that's an anime character right there. It's like, it was really good. I was very impressed with the amount of... Also, the shot when Luffy is in the... First off, it did have a really cool opening. That was my favorite part of it so far, where the guy mentions the One Piece and then he gets shot and assassinated. I'm like, this is cool. But then it goes to Luffy out in his little boat that's sinking, and he's like talking to the camera, and he says like, I'm going to be king of the pirates. And then like the angle, it looks like a drawing straight out of manga, the way they shot it. Yeah. It was, I really respected and appreciated that.
I can tell you, if you're intrigued, you'll be sold by the end of the first season.
All right.
Like you'll enjoy it. You won't be able to appreciate this at all until later. But the scene you're talking about, the opening where they execute Gold Roger, there are so many people in that crowd that are like not really foreshadowing. I don't know how to put it. Like they're big characters. Like way later in the story, they're like a big deal, but they're already like planting the seeds of them being in this world in that crowd watching. There were like whole video breakdowns of like all the faces in that crowd at his execution.
Wow. Interesting.
They put a lot of detail into that show.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And also, I want to finish the last episode of The Paper too. Oh yeah, did you watch The Paper? I forgot we were going to do that.
I haven't got Peacock yet.
Oh my gosh. See, I watched One Piece and you didn't watch The Paper.
Well, I wouldn't say you watched One Piece, but I
watched enough to talk a little about it at the end.
I am still I do want to see it. I just haven't got Peacock yet. I just can't bring myself to buy Peacock yet.
I get it. You can probably do a free trial, right?
I've already done it.
Use your wife's email.
Oh, that's a good point. We'll cheat.
Yeah. Cheaters for the win.
That's what the message here is today, kids. Cheaters always prosper.
And also, you're too young to be listening to this podcast.
If you don't get sarcasm, you are. All right. Well, thanks again, guys, for listening. That's all I got for today. We'll be back in a couple weeks with hopefully a little more news and some new stuff to talk about. And then the week after that,
Doomsday!
It's Doomsday time.